Shalom, shalom, Yasharala, your brother Arie from HOI Atlanta, back again with another video. It's 10 minutes with brother Arie. First and foremost, I want to give honors to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Double honors to my elders at HOI. Today's video is going to be the title "Rebuke the Spirit of Money Worshiping." Right? In Israel, we got a lot of brothers and sisters that constantly want to worship the money, man. Right? They think that that's all they need, to survive on this earth. That's all they need to live. And Yahushua said that he is the bread of life, right? He is the word of the Most High is what we need to survive, not money, man. Yes, money is good because, yes, it does help you to make certain moves, take care of your bills, but we can't put it before the Most High, right? And I'm just going to bring up some scriptures real quick just to prove that, okay? So we're going to do First Timothy. Again, I'm just going to go through scriptures, as always, real quick. Again, if you guys have any other scriptures you can add on to it, please make sure you do that below the video. It will be really appreciated. Again, we got to work together to teach each other and keep each other grounded in this word, man. So it's First Timothy chapter 6, and we're going to read verse 10 to 12. And it reads, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through and with many sorrows." So yeah, that's getting into when you put money first before the Most High, man. You get some brothers and sisters just covered in money. They'll do anything for money. They'll kill their own mother just to get some money, man. Especially brothers and sisters or even jakes that are out there in the world that are just caught up in drugs. They'll do anything to get that money. So it's very important that we're very careful on how we use money. It has to be used as a tool, not as something that controls us or has dominant over us, man. Right? Let's get another scripture real quick. We're going to do Exodus chapter 20. All right. We're going to do Exodus 20 and 3. We're going to start at 3. And it reads, thou shalt not, says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right? Money can be a god, man. You get some people, they actually worship money, man. You know, they put money above all things, man, on this earth. They put money over anything, over God, over family, over people's life. I mean, that's part of the reason why we have problems today in today's society, man. You know, People will keep quiet and let evil go around the world just for the sake of money, right? So we got to be very careful with that. I'm going to get another scripture real quick. Matthew chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 19 and go to 21. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19, and reads, "Lay not up yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal." Right? When you put your money in the bank, you get the banks, they even rob you nowadays, man. They charge you they overly charge you interest on your money, in your loans. If you try to apply for loans with them, they charge you like surcharges. Okay, so if you go over on your money in the bank when you try to do certain transactions, they charge you certain fees on that. Or if you have it in your house, you get people that break into your home and steal them, man. So don't lay your money, don't lay your treasures in earthly things, man. You know, verse 20, and it reads, "But lay up yourself treasures in heaven," right? "Where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." In heaven, you're not gonna have to worry about none of that, man. Verse 21, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." So again, wherever you lay your mind, your heart, that's your God. So if money is going to be your God, that's basically what's going to be happening. You're constantly going to be thinking about that, and you constantly be doing anything it takes for you to keep getting it. All right. So that's something we got to be very careful of. Again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with having money, but you got to apply wisdom to it. All right. Psalms chapter 135 and verse 15. And it reads, "The idols of the heathens are silver and gold, the work of man's hand." Right? The heathens are the ones that worship money, man. They're the ones that will do anything. This is why we have so much evil on the earth. This is why the world is going through what it's going through. The earth is going through what it's going through right now. The pollutions on the earth, the chemtrails, the GMO food, just all kinds of wickedness going on the earth, man, just for the love of money. A lot of these companies will pollute the land, pollute the water. They don't care. As long as they're making money, it doesn't matter to them, right? I'm going to read Sirach chapter 40, verse 25. And it reads, Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel esteems, right? So if you get good counsel, man, that's greater than silver and gold, man. All right. And counseling can be just fellowshipping with other brothers or calling another brother and just getting a little wisdom on certain subject or certain things, right? All right. That will cause you not to err when it comes to the word, man. All right. So let's get another one. Proverb. Try to go through these scriptures real quick before time runs out. Chapter 13, and we're going to read verse 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. So if you're getting your wealth from vanity, just from, again, selling drugs to your people, doing all kinds of wickedness to other people just to get that money, right? Especially people of your own nation, all right? It's going to diminish, man. There's no way it's going to be in your hand. It's going to be gone before you know it, right? All right, let's stay at Proverbs. Let's get Proverbs chapter 10 this time. We're going to read verse 22. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 22. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he added no sorrow with it. So when you see a lot of, King Solomon was very wealthy, right? So you get brothers that could be wealthy and still do very well in life and have wisdom. See, when you have wealth and wisdom together, that's like a really, really powerful combination, right? So there's nothing wrong with being wealthy. There's nothing wrong with having money, but it has to come from the Most High. If it comes from you just doing your own wickedness to earn it, it's not gonna last, man. Right? All right. Let's get First Timothy 6 and 9. Go through the scriptures real quick. 6. We're gonna do verse 9 this time. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lust, which down men in destruction and perdition. Right? So this is why you get some brothers, especially some brothers, man. They get this money, they want to go to the strip club, they want to do all kind of lustful things with it, get into all kinds of wicked act just because they have the money to do that, right? Because they're not applying wisdom. They're just going through the lust of their own flesh, and that happens a lot with brothers, man. They get money, they just like, man, I could do whatever I want now, you know, and I can hide it and nobody has to know. But the Most High is watching everything we do, man. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Right? You're better off having just a little bit of money and basically surviving, man, than having riches and you know, living in all kinds of, you know, stress, man. You got some people, they're depressed, they're rich, but they're all depressed. They're going through so much, because that money is actually causing more harm to them than good, right? So this is why you have to be in control of the money and not the money in control of you, man. I can speak to that big time, man. All praises to the Most High for putting that spirit in me that I don't see money as a very important thing anymore. There used to be a time I used to be was all about that money. You make all that money to come to find out that you're just basically just wasting it in wicked stuff, man. And it's like the money was never there. So you're better off just praying to the Most High that He'll give you a spirit to be able not to lust over money, that to use money as a tool, to take care of yourself, your family, help your nation. That's what money's supposed to be used for, man. We don't practice the way of the heathens, man. They the ones that worship money. They take money to do all kinds of wicked act and do all kinds of evil on this earth, right? We don't do that. All right. Matthew chapter 6. Go back to chapter 6, but this time we're going to read verse 21. Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure, Salaki, I think I brought that out again. Let's go to Proverbs 11 and 4. Salaki, that's what I want. Proverbs 11. We're going to read verse 4. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from the death. You see that? That speaks for itself, man. Okay, Yasharala, that's it. All praises to Yahweh, Kumi Yasharala. We still got next.